So MLOps, to me, I always hear it and think of DevOps. And obviously, we've spent ages in the engineering community desperately trying to make it so that we have this really rigorous way of ensuring that the artifact that I've made on my machine is the same artifact that appears in dev, and then it appears in staging, and then it appears in prod. In other words, I get no surprises. There's nothing different about what's going in prod. And that goes all the way through to like configuration as well. You want to make a configuration change, you push it through the pipeline. Like in the ML world, it feels like that's a slightly different paradigm. Almost feels like that's the paradigm you don't want to follow, because you want to be changing that ML artifact in production. Do you see like a totally different approach to like operations, deployment operations, changes in production to what we've developed in the world of DevOps in engineering?
So I think the answer, I think, is that these things are merging. So the engineering community really faced these problems like 20 years ago, or maybe before that, I'm not entirely sure. And I think we're just the past like few years, we've been trying to solve them really well in machine learning. I think we will arrive at a similar paradigm. And I think version control and provenance is obviously like central to that. But yeah, I guess this is a very high level answer, but I think we will be maturing to something that looks similar to what we have in engineering. And I guess Luke is someone who's a bit of a thought leader as well on that subject. So feel free to jump in, Luke.
Well, I was just going to say I have opinions on this, which is just that most of the use cases that I've seen are that you are not doing online learning. Most of the use cases I've seen are the model isn't actually changing in production. And you may be retraining the model very frequently based on new data, but you should still have an immutable artifact that is a Docker container with a model and a model server running in production, and you should still version those and have full provenance from that model back to where it came from, the data it was trained on, and so on. And in that sense, I think that it should be converging on exactly the same solution that DevOps has achieved, except it's more complicated because there's more moving parts like data versioning and parameters and metrics that need to be recorded along the way. That's just, that's my 2 pence.
Nice, thank you, Luke.